So I thought I'd make another video. I am getting close to finishing the model ship that I've been working on since November. I bought the ship, I bought the model ship in November, and it's taken me 3 to 4 months. It shouldn't have taken me this long at all, and I should have finished it in 8 weeks at tops. And but I've been waiting for all these parts to arrive and taking my time because there was just so many different malfunctions. And anyway, I had to do a lot of repairs, and still have yet to explain some of the other DJ equipment I sent out as gifts to what they interpret. So anyway, also, but as far as the ships, give a little explanation tutorial, almost finishing up. But most importantly, I just wanted to make this video is I'm planning to build model ships and donating them to like a children's medical center. That's like top priority. You know, that's like the top goal that I have. But to start off, like donating maybe some model ships to like shelters or like either shelters or like because I know like when I went to the community shelter they had like a family families that used to live there, and they had like kid toys and stuff. So I can donate in places like that where, you know, parents, whatever, families that are taking care of kids can pick up gifts or be donated. You know, usually all the ships, I don't ever build repeats more than one, but I might do that just to have a little more convenience and faster building, but I don't know yet. Usually they're very expensive, but I do plan to build some of these model ships and donating to shelters and some, you know, for some kids out there to go have a cool model ship like that. Because you won't be able to buy any of this at any stores unless it's already usually very expensive, and usually you can't buy these types of model ships a lot of the times at basic stores. There's a lot of stores that don't sell them. I think Walmart you could buy them, you know, anything online, but when you go to a store, I know you couldn't. Back whenever I was even in my 20s or like 15 or 10 years old, you couldn't buy any of that kind of stuff at a Toys R Us. You couldn't get any of that stuff. It was very hard to get this stuff, those types of, especially even when I was a kid. The incident happened with my uncle. To get those model ships back then was extremely rare. It was super hardcore rare. And anyway, so I thought I'd, you know, kind of make a video on that. I really do enjoy building them. I get frustrated because they shoot me with electronic devices, causing me to alter the aircraft that I'm making, but I have no choice. I get frustrated whenever I feel like, you know, I'm building something and I put a lot of hard work into it, a lot of heart into it. I put a lot of effort in, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, I come across the instructions, somebody steals materials from me, or they intentionally replace materials in the box that are not supposed to be there, and it frustrates me because, you know, even when you get the full instructions, even when you get all the materials you need, it's a lot of work, a lot of effort that I know a lot of people don't want to do. Most people don't want to do this. Any friend that I knew doesn't have the patience, doesn't want to do anything like that. Most people I know don't want to. And this model ship that I'm currently with, the Albertos, I have purchased it. I think it was in November. It was like in November I purchased it. October, late October to November, I purchased the boat, and I've been working on it, and then got stuck with some problems. I had to do some major repairs, I explained, and but I've spent just about $500, if not maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, you know, but just about $500 building the entire ship, and it's yet to be the most complex yet that I had to build, and going to give it to my uncle, and I just know that this ship is. I had to be really creative with it because there's a lot of things that there goes a lot of errors that I can't do anything about. That I still think I don't know if they're intentionally doing it to me this way or what, because there's like some beads that they give you, and you're supposed to there's supposed to be double pulleys, but the holes end up breaking on me whenever I drill through them, and you can't have that because you have to have a string that goes, two strings going two separate directions on an item that's literally about that big. It's like smaller than a quarter. It's smaller than, it's about 20 to 15% the size of a penny. I say about 10% the size of a penny is what these little beads look like. And you have to put these little strings through there, and the wood, the people that make it, I don't know if they're doing this on purpose to me, sabotaging me or whatever, but I just have to deal with what they give me. I build with what I have, and I do the best that I can. I have yet to build 100% ship. The closest one was the Polaris. That was from top to bottom, everything as instructed, about 90%. I added a few different other elements, so I'd say anywhere from 85 to 90%. I added a few items, and I added, I would say 80 to 90%, no less than 80%, no less than for sure, but it's 80 to 90% because some of the different woods you have, when you get into very detailed things, extreme detail, and you go look at the instructions, what it says, it looks exactly the same, almost identical, just a little bit different. And it may have been very different situations. You'll understand if you build the model ships. But anyway, so yeah, that's But I haven't built. I don't know if they're ever going to let me because of the instructions and the time and the laser beams or what. But one thing is for sure, none of the ships that I built is 100% me, because a lot of the electronic devices and things that they shoot at me alter everything that I do. Everything, every ship, every gift I've ever built, anything I've ever done has always played a tribute, has been attributed to my actions because of that. And so you choose what you want, but I'm going to be donating some of these eventually, building some and donating to shelters and some little kid charity events. Like they have kid tot drives and Christmas and stuff like that. So I plan to do something like that.